is up? Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful day. Back with some more Final Fantasy VII Rebirth gameplay for you. And today I'm going to have some Clean's Blood in the background. By the way, addicting as hell minigame. But no, unfortunately, we got to be talking about a story that has definitely been hitting the gaming news for the past week or two. It's something that's been going on for a few months now, but definitely hit the limelight last week and a half. And I was wondering if I was going to talk about it and what would I talk about it because I've seen a lot of people cover it, talk about it, and that is the whole SweetBabyInc debacle, tarnishing, whatever you want to call it, the whole news storyline here. And I was thinking, well, what can I honestly add to the discussion? What could I talk about? I think a lot of people have already covered what they've done, the games they've infiltrated, some games that even I have played, the things they've done, the comments they've said, what people who work within the company have said to other people, how they've been trying to have anyone who's against them, taken offline or canceled or whatever you can think of. So I was thinking, like, what can I possibly bring to the table? And I think the number one thing I can bring to the table, based on the evidence of what I know for a fact that has been even said by them, the actions they've taken, as well as what they claim they're trying to do, I can unanimously say that I think a lot of people don't fully understand their end game, I should say, like their main goal. Because I think that's important to understand why they do what they do. What's the main reason for why they do what they do? Because I think a lot of people, they dance around it, but they don't hit the nail quite on the head. So this is why I'm going to tell you the main reason that SweetBabyInc does what they do, and I guess the sad reality around it, because it's actually more sadder than you guys think, and it kind of gives me a unique perspective on why I feel the way I do. But without further ado, let's get into it. But first, let's analyze and understand what SweetBabyInc's main goal is based on their main mission objective. So up on their page, they basically talk about, hey, they were, about us, their mission guidelines. So basically their mission is to tell better, more empathetic stories while diversifying and enriching the video game industry. We aim to make games more engaging, more fun, more meaningful, and more inclusive for everyone. So that's their main mission, guideline they have up on their website. You can see for yourself. Now, I think by the end of this video, it's going to be obviously clear that that's not what their main mission is. That's basically what they always like to say, hook, line, and sinker. That's just to get people to basically, maybe fall for them or maybe be enriched with them or whatever you make case may be, because they do not. We're going to get to why they do not believe what they are. So what makes me not believe that is I think where a lot of people fall for the trap is with these people is we all know the whole big debacle in the last 5-10 years in terms of diversity, sexuality, ethnicity, like all the stuff, and trying to have everyone be included in every game, movie, TV show, form of medium, have every type of character based on their ethnics included, that whole spiel. And I feel like you hear these people and like, oh, we want to include more diversity and include more of this stuff. And a lot of people are like, oh, well, they just want to force their ways, their agendas onto other people. And to a degree, yes, I agree with that. But I think the more pressing concern is the real reason why they do that. And I think this gets lost amongst a lot of people because I'll just tell you right now, based on how they've reacted the last few days and what they said to the people on the Steam page that made that whole, basically it's how on Steam, you don't know the whole story, they basically could detect which games were infected. I know people said it that way, but basically games that SweetBaby Incorporated had worked on. And this is not something that's private knowledge. Like, it wasn't like some data breach. You can see it on their own website themselves, the games they worked upon. But it's how they reacted to it, the aftermath, that really gave the whole credence of, hey, this is not as nice and cut and dry as it seems, because you wouldn't react that way. You wouldn't, if someone was basically highlighting, hey, you worked on these games, giving you more options, whether It's kind of like having a trailer where, hey, trailer for a movie. Oh, the director that works on this movie, he was also the director of the Oscar award-winning movie. So, give him more credence to why you see this movie. So, hey, Sweet Baby Inc., they worked on these games. Maybe you should go play these games because of that. But no, they got mad because, hey, you wouldn't get that mad, start cussing out, asking the people that made this thing on Steam to get canceled or ban their account or something like that if you didn't have something to hide. And that's the whole thing. And the fact that they react this way publicly, some of the people working for Sweet Baby Inc. cussing them out, saying crazy, insane things that I'm thinking, hey, you do work for a company, right? Don't you supposed to have that thing called company professionalism? Yeah, there is no professionals there. And since nobody from the company has reprimanded anyone for saying what they did, it goes from the top to the bottom. The whole company is like that. So, yeah, very unprofessional. It gives me really shady vibes. But it gets to my main point I'm going to make eventually. And if you want to throw more gasoline on the fire, hell, they could even we just had a sad passing just recently with the passing of Akira Toriyama, rest in peace legend. But even he couldn't pass away without having someone over there, spread some BS, basically trying to start some, I don't know, race war with their comments saying, hey, it's amazing how he's made so many good and bad black characters. And I'm just thinking, why do you say this now? But once again, the main reason why they said that is the main reason why they react the way they did when someone was just highlighting the games they worked on. It is the whole nefarious thing of what they want to do. As I said before, their mission guideline is, we want to diversify, have more inclusion in games. That's a small stepping stone. It's not the main root of the problem. Like, to give you an example, we're playing Final Fantasy VII here. The Shinra, not all of them are bad, but, there are a lot of bad people within the Shinra. But they are not the main root of the problem here in Final Fantasy VII. They're part of it, but they're not the main part of it. They're not the main one. We obviously know what the main part of it is. That's kind of how I look at Sweet Baby Incorporated. But to understand them, we need to understand the main reason why they do what they do. And I'm going to tell you what it is right now. Validation through invalidation. Now you might be thinking, what does that mean? Validation through invalidation, what do you mean by that? Well, it's real simple. You see, the reason why people within their company made those comments about Akira Toriyama is the same reason why they wanted to get other people canceled. What they hate the most, people like this, what they despise, gets them so mad and upset, is the fact they hate that people like me, you guys, or really famous people within the entertainment industry or in any form of industry can either A, enjoy something or be very successful at something. They hate successful people, especially successful people that are enjoyed in their lives or happy. They hate that. They despise that. I mean, they get more angry and upset than the Incredible Hulk. I mean, they get so pissed off. Basically, well, a little bit about current wrestling. They want you to acknowledge them. They want that validation. The problem is you have to do something to be validated for it. These people have no validation because they can't do anything. And to this day, they can't understand why they can't get validation because they don't do anything validation worthy. So why do I say their main goal is validation through invalidation? So this is what gets them all excited. I mean, really, it makes their life worthwhile. What they want to do is they want to find either games, movies, shows that we like, or famous people that have been successful through those same things, and they want to constantly invalidate them. And how they invalidate them is a variety of ways. Either A, spread BS about them, try to stir up some type of thing, like with Akira Toriyama and the whole racial bullshit. Or you can go with option B. They'll just basically say, hey, you know what? Here's a game franchise some people like. Why don't we infiltrate that franchise and do just enough to alter and change it so that the people who do like it have to pick up the pieces of how we changed something they love and made it worse or made it inferior. And that is what gets them so excited and happy. That is their main goal. It's not for diversity. They don't care about diversity. They don't care about inclusion. They don't care about this. They're just a means to an end. Once that pot dries up, or that well dries up, they're going to be finding the next thing to invalidate. They want validation through invalidating all the people that have been validated. Now, that's a tongue twister there, but they hate that we enjoy stuff. So they want to see us miserable because they're miserable. They hate the fact that we can easily enjoy something because we don't need much to enjoy something. But these people, they can't stand that. So they want to take something you love and invalidate, whether it's a person, a franchise, a character. That's what gets them more excited than the average person, or more than the average person nowadays, when they see either Aerith or Tifa. Now that I've stressed out the main reason why they do the things they do, I think the bigger question is, why are these game companies and anywhere in the entertainment business keep hiring these people? Because think about it. They obviously didn't do it for free. It cost them money to hire their services. So you hire these people that inadvertently are probably going to do more harm to your game than good. So inadvertently now, more people are going to be more self-aware of, hey, you know, this company, notorious for this stuff, with crazy people that work for it, are going to be affecting our overall sales profit. So we spent money and we lost more money in the process on top of that. Yeah, that doesn't make a lot of sense there, but in the end, my main thing is this, and also I look at it like this as too. If they really were doing stuff for the good, you know, diversity or inclusion, they were trying to actually do it the right way, not the forced way, then give me an example of them doing a change in a game that actually the game benefited from. That people can universally agree, hey, that's a change that worked. Because maybe then I could possibly see it, but honestly, with all the stuff they've done and the comments they've made, it's hard to think anything else that these people aren't anything but sad and pathetic. But I think that's where it ultimately gets to the point where I don't even get mad at them. I actually just pity and feel sorry for them. Because think about it like this. Your whole life has no meaning to it. You're so sad and depressed that the only way you get any excitement or worth out of your life is by making other people's lives worse, by ruining their lives. That's your validation. That's the only thing that gets you excited. Kind of sad if you ask me, and hopefully someone in their families gives intervention and like changes that, because that's a sad way to live your life. It's no way to live life at all, but that is my opinion. I want to hear your guys' opinion. What's your take on the whole Sweet Baby situation here? Are you on either side, or maybe just sitting there waiting to see what happens with all the gasoline thrown on the fire? Let me know down in the comment section down below. But thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video, and hopefully I can see you guys back on the next one. Thanks, and I'll see you all later. Peace.
Incredible. You've already got 3 wins under your belt, Cloud. I can't wait to see what you do in round 4.
Round 3 is now complete.